Hi friends, welcome back to Carpool Crochet. I'm Susan. Thank you so much for visiting with me today. I have another unboxing. Today it's from We Crochet or Crochet.com, and I also want to show you something I've been working on this week, and I really want to get it done within the next 2 weeks because I'm going on vacation and it's a beach cover-up, something summery. So let's see if I can get it done in time for my vacation to Hawaii. And let's go into this yarn that I got. I actually I opened the box, but my first impressions right here. My first skein here is Heatherly Sport Weight. And I don't know if you know this, but Crochet.com is a sister company to knitpicks.com. So they have the same yarns, but they have different deals that are going on at on any given week. And also the price point that you have to get to, purchase price before you get free shipping, is usually lower at We Crochet. So Knit Picks kind of caters to knitters, Crochet.com, crocheters. And this looks very fancy in its skein like this. I'm going to have to roll it up into a ball, I guess. But I do have a ball winder. I don't use it very often because I never get hanks like this. But this is the Heatherly Sport Weight, which is a number 2, and it is the color Otter, and it is 328 yards, 100 grams, 20% merino wool, 80% acrylic, hand wash, and lay flat to dry. Now, I don't mind that in this case because I bought this yarn for a specific purpose. I really loved a pattern by Heart Hook Home, and she has this Matterhorn sweater with an alpine stitch, and I have been obsessed with it. I love her photographs of it. I'm hoping it looks as good on me as it does on her. So she uses this yarn and this color she used a couple different colors, but I couldn't figure out 100% what the other colors were, but I loved this. So it's coming apart already. But this is soft. I've never used this one before, the wool, and it's thin as a number 2, but it is definitely workable for sure. That doesn't look like something thread-like. So, oh, it's just a beautiful taupe, cool colored, neutral, a little maybe a pinkish hue to it, but definitely a brown gray. Oh my gosh, I've made a mess out of this hank. But this pattern called for, I usually do an extra large in tops, so it was about 2,500 yards, so I had to get quite a bit of it. I have 8 skeins, or hanks, I guess, and this was on sale at the time when I bought it, so that was good. It's normally $8.99, which is not bad, but I got it for $6 something. Let me see if I wrote it down. $6.74 a hank, so that's a good deal, and it's got a luxurious feel. It's going to really look very elevated, this sweater. But I will put the pattern, I'll put a picture up here, and I will link the pattern down in the description box. So I love this. I just want to keep petting it. And then that Heart Hook Home also has another pattern. Actually, all of the patterns in this collection, this Alpine collection, are gorgeous. It was a hard thing to choose, but she had a poncho as well, and that requires a lot of yarn too. It's like 2,700 yards, something like that. But I decided not to go. I used to go a little bit less expensive since it's so many yards. So I decided to try this Brava Sport, which is a acrylic, 100% acrylic. And I think this is gorgeous, and it feels wonderful. I've never used the Brava. These are all new to me. These are not new yarns, but they're new to me. So I'm looking forward to using them. And this is number 2, Sport Weight, machine wash, tumble dry. This color is Tide Pool. That's very appropriate for this teal, another teal. Sorry if it's a little boring if you don't like teal, but I do love it. It's blue-green. It's not super bright. It's just this rich jewel tone. I tend to go for jewel tones and not pastels. I feel like they wash me out a little bit if I'm doing a wearable, but this, and then that pattern has kind of a stripe along the bottom of the poncho, so I got this silver in the Brava Sport as well. So thought this would go. And if I wear the poncho with jeans or something, I thought that would look really pretty. Love it. Love it, love it, and it feels really good. I like this. I mean, the squish factor is really, really up there. So those are the two sport weights. And then I did get, so I got 8 of the Heatherly, 8 of the Brava, but 8 of the Brava Tide Pool, and 2 of the silver. And then, have you guys used this? This is so pretty. This Jewelspun. It's a perfect name. It does look like some jewels. I've been obsessed with this yarn for months, and I didn't buy it. I was like, I'm not paying $20 for this ball or cake of yarn, although it's a big ball or cake of yarn. It's 200 grams. So this is an Aran weight, number 4. Though it feels thin, I feel like that would be like a 3. Maybe I'm just, no, maybe I'm confused. But this is a little bit expensive, I think, and I've seen it on Wool Warehouse for maybe $17, and Amazon has it for $20, maybe $20 a ball. Too much, probably. That, you know, I was like, it's not worth it. I can find other yarns that are similar, and I don't even know if I like it. I haven't tried it, but because of this acrylic sale that they had going on, I think that this Sidar Jewelspun is fairly new at WIP Crochet, but it was also on sale. So instead of, I think their regular price is $17.50, I paid $13.13. So I thought that was reasonable, and I just really wanted to try it. And you know what they say, like if you put something in your cart, or you know, you don't buy something right away, like it's not a knee-jerk reaction, you're not buying it, but if something lingers in your head and you still want it a day later, you still want it a week later, in this case I wanted this months later, it's gonna be worth it. And I definitely wasn't, it wasn't leaving my mind. It wasn't just like this flitting through my mind of something I wanted to purchase on a whim. So I'm excited about this, and this is, I got 4 of them, so that's quite a bit. And let's see, it is color Northern Lights, and it is, wish they would put 100% acrylic. It is 200 grams and 546 yards approximately. So this is just gorgeous. Purples and golds and very fall. This will make a beautiful sweater, I think. I don't have a specific pattern picked out for this because, yeah, I just wanted to grab it when it was on sale for that price. So 4 of these, quite a bit of yarn, and oh, okay, so that yarn is beautiful. I can't wait to work it up and show you guys and make all the pretty things. But probably the Brava Sport and the Heatherly Sport will probably wait until later in the summer so I can make those sweaters, since I have some other projects that I really want to get to, and maybe summer weight things. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the Sidar Jewelspun. If you have any ideas, let me know. I think it would make a gorgeous sweater, cardigan, or shawl would be fantastic, I'm sure. So this week, what have I been up to? I have been working on a beach cover-up. Now, I've been using this Premier Cotton Sprout Stripes that I got in the surprise box maybe a week and a half ago, but I'll give you another up-close look if you forgot. Very bright. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with it, but since it's again, another number 2 sport weight, which is crazy. I rarely use sport weight, and today I've got 3 different sport weight yarns, but it's 100% cotton, 874 yards in each cake, 800 meters, 7 ounces, 200 grams. And this is machine wash cold, tumble dry. And I thought since it's 100% cotton, it would be great for a beach cover up because it will be airy, it will have a nice drape, it will dry quickly if it gets wet, it won't get ruined in the water if I go to the beach or a pool. So I started this. It's so bright. I mean, this is the perfect use for it, I think, like a beach cover up, because I mean, for me, I wasn't going to wear a sweater, probably these colors, but at the beach with like a black bathing suit, I don't know if this looks, if you can get a good look at it. It starts with the ribbing on the bottom, and then it has like a solid panel and a lace pattern panel. And this has, the hibiscus color is kind of that hot, it's more of like a rosy pink, leaning towards hot pink, then goes to a pale pink, like a marigold yellow, orange, a paler yellow green, a brighter green, spring green. And it's a good stitch definition. Sorry for all the ends, but you know, I'm still working on this. This is the skirt part. It goes from the bottom up. And I'm just getting to the part where it's going to start decreasing and becoming like the bodice. So this is a pattern by MJ's Off the Hook Designs. She has a collection of Caribbean beach inspired patterns that I bought last year. So I bought a whole packet of patterns, and I did do the sweater, the Caribbean sea sweater. So I'll show you that. And this is a very similar, it's got the same lace pattern and then a smaller solid block. So this is back a little bit. I made like 3/4 sleeves, but this fits really nicely. It's a pretty color. It's, what did I use for this? This is the last time I bought from crochet.com. So this was the comfy fingering weight. So a smaller supposedly than this, but this feels very much like a fingering weight. So I did make the sweater, and I said that this is like a finished object, but it's not. She has one for like this purse that uses granny squares. So I have I have this basket that's been sitting here for a year, but it's got the granny squares. It's got the fabric. I bought like a purse strap on Amazon, and I have like fabric fusion to get the fabric on there. And this is a stiffen quick. I haven't even used this yet. So I will be putting this, I've done all the crocheting. I just need to put it together in the bag. And so this was the Premier Home Cotton. Sorry, this skein is such a mess, but this was the colors I used. This is peach, and cream, and these are, I think, a 4 worsted weight. Yes. And I don't know what this color is. I'm sorry. I will look it up and I will put it on the screen. But this is how, there's also another blue in there. I don't know where the blue is. So I will put that up as well if you want to see those specific colors. But I think that's going to look really pretty when I actually make it into the bag. So those were part of that collection. I just wanted to show you that so you can get a sense of what's in there. And oh, my alarm's going off, sorry. So I think I can do it since I got all the skirt done. I hope it fits. I'm not sure it's going to be wide enough, but I loved how these colors almost perfectly stopped at the end of a row. So I did cut all these edges, and I'll tell you why in a second, but you know, it worked out perfectly. I didn't have to cut in the middle of it. You know, it was almost the end of the orange when I got up to here and went to the red again. So it's very even, which I kind of like. I didn't want to, I think down here, I had a little bit of this pink go across and stop and turn to pink. So anyway, this yarn, it's working up nicely. It's going to make a beautiful fabric. It's very drapey. It's very soft for 100% cotton. It doesn't hurt my hands when I'm crocheting it. It's actually quite enjoyable to use. But at first, I was just going crazy with this because it does seem smaller and thinner than a 2 sport weight. It's more like a fingering, and it's very splitty. I find it very splitty. So getting those neat stitches and not leaving like one tiny loop off of your hook, it takes longer to crochet because I'm trying to be careful about getting every single loop, if this separates, to make sure every piece of that yarn is on the hook so it doesn't snag. I mean, I'm sure this is not perfect. I'm sure there's some mistakes. No one's going to care. No one's going to look that closely, but I know when I'm making it. So it does take me a little bit longer, and I'm trying my best to be careful, but it's not the easiest. Plus, I'm going to try to show you the color change in this. I'm going to make a mess. I'm going to go into this. If I knew these stripes are going to work up so nicely, I would have just started a little bit into the ball and started with these aquas and purples because I like those a little bit better. But anyway, it's going to be fine. Sorry, I'm going to decimate this cake because I need to show you how they change the colors in this yarn. It's so strange. I've never seen anything like it, but every color change, it's not the dye that just like gradually goes into the next color. It's not a knot. They don't just knot it together, but here, you can see this. They kind of twist the blue or whatever other color it is around with the hibiscus pink, kind of twisted around on each other, and then it's got a bit of like a silvery, I think you can see it there maybe, a silvery thread wrapped around it. And I don't know if it's glued also or just kind of fused together, but I don't trust this as far as staying together. So of course I'm going to cut it anyway and do my own join and weave in the end. So if that's some game changer for you, you might not like this. It wasn't a big deal since I decided I was going to cut every color anyway to make these even stripes. But if I was looking forward to no ends, I don't think I would be happy with that. So it is soft. It is nice. It is splitty, and it will make a nice garment, but I don't know if I would buy it again. I do have the blue color up there. Let me see. Another avalanche is going to happen. This is the cornflower stripe. So I bought this when there were some bag deals on this yarn a few weeks ago. So it's very pretty, but now I'm like, I have to find the right project for it. So I think anything delicate and lacy like this, it works well, and it'll be good for a summer project. So let me know what you think about that and the good and bad points of this yarn. So I think that is it. I guess I will put the patterns that I think I'm going to use from Heart Hook Home in the description box. I will put the patterns from MJ's Off the Hook designs in the description box if you want to go and check that out. This is paid patterns. I don't think you have to buy the whole packet. I'm sure you can buy just a single pattern. So that's my crochet.com unboxing and a little look at the work in progress that I've got going here, and wish me luck that I get it done and I can show you before I go on my trip. And let me know in the comments if you've used any of these yarns before. What are your thoughts on this, or the Heatherly Sport, the Brava Sport, and the Sidar Jewelspun? I would love to hear your opinions and ideas for any projects that you think I might enjoy. So give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I really hope that you have a wonderful weekend and you do lots of crocheting and lots of relaxing and having a lot of fun. Until the next one, I'll see you later. Okay, bye-bye.